Hello, guys. Welcome to Social Studies. Happy Friday. You've almost made it to the weekend. You're so close. All right. I hope you guys have gotten the best, that you could out of this type of at-home learning. I continue to be really impressed with what you guys are putting out there. So, thank you for that. Today, I think it's about 70 degrees outside, right? So if there's no rain, when you have a few minutes, get outside and play, run around a little bit. It's like a beautiful spring day. All right. So here's the plan for social studies today. Yesterday, you did kind of a sort for the Sumerian civilization where you saw some facts about the Sumerians, and you had to decide, okay, do these belong in the government category or the writing category or the technology category? Today, your assignment's going to look really similar. You're going to see some more facts, but you're sorting them into different categories. All right. So we talked about uh, those three aspects of a successful civilization yesterday. Today, before you get rolling, I just want to go over really quickly three more aspects, and these are the three that you're going to be working with today. So these three aspects are going to be religion, social groups, and food supply. All three are super important to a civilization and allow people to live together and work together and try to grow and succeed together. Okay. So religion, I know is, it's different now than what it was back then. But what that did was people, if you think about it, in the BC times, they didn't have a lot of scientific access. They couldn't go online and Google why the moon came up at night and the sun came up in the morning, right? They had no way to do that. So there were a lot of things about the world that they had no idea about. They couldn't answer. And religion was developed to try to provide some answers for these types of things. All right, that's why different gods were developed with different jobs, um, and that's what happened with these civilizations, so that people could make sense of some of the things that they otherwise had no idea how to answer. So it was really important to get people all believing the same thing, and that allowed them to kind of come together as a society. Social groups is another category that you're going to be looking at. So we are compared with the rest of history right now in our country. We're in a pretty good shape in terms of how different people with different jobs can kind of interact with each other. Um, but even now, you might see people that have more money act a different way than people that have less money. People live in different parts of the country and different parts of, even states and towns. Um, there are different levels of social groups. Back in Mesopotamia, that was even more prevalent. You had some of the people like the kings and the rulers that had so much power, and had all the best houses and had servants and money and the best food and everything. You had people like religious leaders who were extremely important, not as important as the kings, but still very, very important. You had people who specialized, we've learned about that, in different jobs, who could repair houses or make clothes, things like that. Those people had a certain status in society. They were pretty well respected, not as much as the kings. Um, there were people that danced and sang for a living. And then finally, at the bottom, there were kind of the everyday workers, the people that would go work in the fields of some of the rich people, or would go help in the houses of some of the more wealthy people, or would, do little jobs here and there. And in that time, different people uh, were seen differently in society, and that included men and women too, having different jobs for different people, for different groups of people. All right. The last one was food supply, obviously extremely important. You have to, if you're going to have a civilization, you have to know how to feed those people. Preferably, you can grow and create your own food. And we learned about agriculture and how important that is to a society. All right. And you can also do some hunting. And there's also different ways to create food for, if you think about it, a whole group of people that need to eat. That's a big job. Um, so those are the three categories you're going to be working with today. You have the text with you, and you're going to sort the different facts into those three different categories. When you're done, turn it in to receive credit. Guys, have an awesome day and have a fantastic weekend. I will see you on Monday.